In the shadow of the weeping oaks on Carson's Bend, I found an old scarf blue as the dusk whispering your name. There by the creek where first you kissed my sunburned skin, now just a ghost of summer rains and love that never waned. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. Under starlit skies, my heart still tries to find you in the smoke of lonely firesides. The town's grown silent, porches empty, dust has settled down. Gravel roads that knew our steps now lead to nowhere's end. And I ride these empty trails with your memory as my guide, aching for the echo of a love that's long been dead. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. As the sunset bleeds, my lonesome creed is whispered to the wind on plains no one else can see. Oh, and how the rivers run, never looking back, carving canyons deep as the regrets I've tracked. If I could hold you once again, break these rusted chains, I'd give these Roman bones to hear you call my name. Lonely fire hides is the keeper of my cries. In every crackling spark your laughter never dies. But tonight as the cold encroaches wide, I'll let the river's song lull this heart edge into the night. Goodbye, my love, where a lonely fire hides. There's a cabin down by Clearwater Creek where the oak trees whisper and the floorboards creak. Speckled sunsets paint the porch in shades of gold, and your scarf still holds the cold. Oh, Rye lingers in the bottles and in the breeze, in the hollow rustle of the autumn leaves. Your laughter's a ghost in the winds that weave through the silence of my ceaseless reprieve. Gravel roads where we once rode side by side, now just dusty trails where my regrets reside. The town's aged, the faces there don't recall the way your shadow danced on the old dance hall. Oh, Rye lingers in the bottles and in the breeze, in the hollow rustle of the autumn leaves. Your laughter's a ghost in the winds that weave through the silence of my ceaseless reprieve. Under the weeping willow I let your memory in, fading like the leather on the saddle where you'd been. Raindrops trace the trails where our tears once fell, in the echoes of the old church bell. So rye lingers in the bottles and storms that sway, in every whispered prayer I cast away. Your spirit stitched in the horizon's endless blue, and every dawn my heart breaks anew.
On the ridge where the oak tree shadows lay, I left my heart in the fabric, fray and gray, that scarf you gave on a cold frontier day. Still ties me to whispers where wild horses play. Every gust along that gravel road tangles in threads where our love once flowed. Oh, the scarf stays in the winds of the wasted plains, holding tight to a ghost town's window panes. Under skies too wide to hold our dreams, it's just me and the echoes of your scenes. Time's hands pulled us like the river bends, from those golden trails to separate ends. The porch got old and the cabin door creaks, but your smile in the dust is what my heart seeks. Now I roam with the twilight's crimson bleed, a lone rider with only memories to feed. Yes, the scarf stays in the winds of the wasted plains, holding tight to a ghost town's window panes. Under skies too wide to hold our dreams, it's just me and the echoes of your scene. By the flicker of the campfire's dying light, I see your face in the stars each lonesome night. Maybe all that's left is for me to roam, finding solace in the saddle, forever home. And the scarf stays as the world turns beneath the stars, wrapped around the pain of old forgotten scars. In the silence of the hills where the cold winds moan, I've let you go, but this scarf won't leave me alone. Oh, I've let you go, but this scarf won't leave me alone.
Shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, stood an old house of wood, where my heart could mend. Echoes of laughter under that tin roof ring, scarves on the cold track whisper her name. Sunset would paint us in hues bittersweet on that old porch swing, our whispered retreat. Oh, how that old
soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stern. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. Years rolled away like dust on the trail. The laughter fell quiet, the posts turned frail. The oak tree once mighty now bends with regret. Saddles unmounted and tables unset. Gravel roads empty that lead to the door of the house now, but shadows. Love lives there no more. Oh, how that old house burns deep in my soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stern. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. So here's my confession by the light of the stars. A drifter finds home wherever they are. But those flames in the distance, they haunt like a curse. In every town shadow, in every verse. How the old house burns, it's out of my reach. Taught me lessons of love that no one can teach. With each flicker and ember, my lonesome heart yearns for the days now just smoke as the old house burns. Under the heavens, so vast and so stern, I carry the blaze as the old house burns. In the shadow of the mesa, where the wild oak trees grow, I remember her laughter like a creek's gentle flow. Beneath the sky of amber, by the porch of withered wood, her eyes shone like the starlights where together we once stood. Her laugh stays in the whisper of the wind through the chimes, in the creak of old saddles, and in the church bells' distant rhymes. Though my boots tread on gravel roads and my heart roams wild and free, her laugh like a ghost dances round, forever haunting me. Time has worn the leather, turned the cabin's walls to gray, and the scarf she left behind fades more with each passing day. Rain has washed the trails where we walked side by side, but no storm can erase the paths etched deep inside. Her laugh stays in the whisper of the wind through the chimes, in the creak of old saddles, and in the church bells' distant rhymes. Though my boots tread on gravel roads and my heart roams wild and free, her laugh like a ghost dances round, forever haunting me. By the embers of the campfire, as the prairie night grows cold, I see her silhouette in the flames, dancing as of old. The stars above are silent, but they know the song I sing, of a love that's like the desert flower, bloom in each harsh spring. Her life stays in the silence of the dawn's breaking light, in the sway of the prairie grass under the moon's soft side. Though I wander lost and lonely through the echoes of my strife, her laughter is the melody, the lingering song of life. Wherever I might ride or lay my head beneath the stars above, in the quiet of the night I hear her laugh, I feel her love. On the shadow of an old oak tree, where we carved our name so wild and free, the land stretches out like the sorrows I found in the quiet towns where our dreams were bound. There's a scarf you left on the weathered porch rail, flutters like a ghost in the cold north gale. Storm tied down in the folds of your scarf, every gust winds they ache around my heart. Raindrops fall like the tears I've known on the lonely trails where you've gone and flown. Storm tied down, but the whispers of the past, bound to a love that was built to last. Walk these roads, dust stirs beneath my boots, past empty cabins with their silence disputes. The sunset bleeds like it knows my mind, over gravel roads to the life I left behind. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, now it's just shadows that with me ride. Storm tied down in the folds of your scarf, every gust winds the ache around my heart. Raindrops fall like the tears I've known on the lonely trails where you've gone and flown. Storm tied down, but the skies they never clear, holding on to a ghost I can't have near. By the creek where the cottonwoods sigh, I remember the stars that filled our sky. Was it the land or was it me that turned you loose, set you free? Now every whispering wind through the grass is a soft, sad song of the love that couldn't last. Storm tied down, oh my heart's wrapped in chains, every memory soaked with the prairie rains. I'll ride this land where the wild winds blow, holding on to a ghost I can't let go. Storm tied down like the echo of your laugh, a cowboy's tale scattered like chaff. In the shadow of the oak tree's ancient arms, where the wildflowers whisper to the dawn, I saw her last where the river kissed the farm. Her smile a fleeting summer's sweetest charm, but her eyes like dust chasing day shut the door on our love, turned my sky to gray. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, or on the past. The saddles gather dust, the cabin's cold and bare. Gravel roads when lead me to nowhere. Each sunset bleeds into a lonesome hue. The trails we walked are fading just like the truth. In the town where laughter danced in her voice, now stands a quiet hollow, forgotten choice. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind. Echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. Now the rain speaks soft on the old tin roof, a symphony for ghosts, a bitter truth. A scarf she left still smells like pine, a token of love lost, not left behind. Her eyes shut the door and the night steals in. I'm a shadow in the dust, a might have been. As the stars look down with indifferent light, her eyes shut the door, but my heart holds tight. Her eyes shut the door, I'm lost yet wrong. Her eyes shut the door on this heart, her home. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's an old ranch house with its porch worn low. Sunset bleeds through the boards like a slow dying fire, where our names are still carved, but the years they conspire. Oh, the wind sings through the empty cabin's call, rustling up ghosts in the autumn leaves fall. Saddle sits dusty, scarf hangs undone, under the fading trails of a long set sun. Gravel crunches soft under lone wanderer's boots. Echoes of laughter faded past roots. Once we danced here neath the endless sky's dome. Now it's just shadows and my travels I roam. The rivers still flow past the old wooden gate, but the laughter's all drowned, sealed by time's heavy weight. Rain taps like sorrow on the cold window pane. Each drop a memory, each storm a refrain. Oh, the wind sings through the empty cabin's call, rustling up ghosts in the autumn leaves fall. Saddle sits dusty, scarf hangs undone, under the fading trails of a long set sun. There's a stillness in the air, quite so deep, It's like the prairie herself's been put to sleep. In the heart of the dust, where my dreams drift away, I've learned that some loves, like the wild, just can't stay. So the wind will keep singing through that old cabin side, stirring the dust where the past might just lie. I'll ride on till the stars fade from the dawn's first light, where the abandoned ranch drifts out of sight, out of sight.
Underneath the ragged oaks, where the scarlet sun dips low, I found her scarf, a whisper of her lavender and rose. Beside the creek where we first kissed, the water's song now slow. It murmurs tales of the girl I loved in a time lost to the shadows. Saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. The porch swing sways, a silent ghost. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads that knew our names, now overgrown with stone. The bed of blooms we once tended, wild winds have overthrown. In the fields of our promises, only dust and whispers moan. The saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. So I ride through the amber fade of every twilight spent, searching horizons for a sign, chasing what she meant. But every passing ridge I cross just deepens the indent of her absence in my saddle, in every trail I've been. Saddle burns and sunset turns, I roam where rivers flow. Their courses change much like the heart in lands that time forgot. Maybe trails end, maybe souls mend in the dust of rodeo, but her memory rides beside me forever in each tribe. Underneath the starlit sky, where dreams and rivers meet, I whisper to the winds of west her name, soft and sweet. In the shadow of a withered oak where the creek bends low and wide. I dropped my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just whispers with the tumbleweeds in the ballet of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room, the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Night stretched longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust, it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrows sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That hat walked away with my love, left the rest to me.
In the shadow of the valley where the oak tree used to stand, I carved our names inside a heart upon its age, a wrinkled hand. There's a cabin on the hillside where the window frames the west, where the sun poured like a river on the scarf that graced your chest. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away, leaving echoes on this old porch where we'd sway. Dust rises with my sorrow on trails where we did roam. The sunset stays to light my way, but it can't guide you home. Now the porch swings just a relic, and that oak tree's lying low. Storms have cleared the hill and hollow where our whispering winds would blow. My boots tread through the silence of a path we paved with dreams, and the stars don't seem as bright now, dimmed by all my silent screams. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away. Every twilight burns a memory of that day. The rain washes over footprints, but yours are set in stone. The sunset stays to warm my heart, but leaves it chilled to bone. Underneath that endless sky where your laughter filled the air, I roam these restless roads alone, finding solace nowhere. Yet in every setting sun, your smile is what I see, and though I'm destined to ride on, part of you rides with me. Yes, the sunset stays, and it's here to say, like the love I hold for you that won't decay. Wind whispers through the sagebrush, singing soft your name. The sunsets will keep holding on, but I'll never be the same. The sunset stays. Oh, the sunset stays.
In the heart of the high plains neath the twilight sky, found an old oak tree where our names still lie. Whispers of the wind through the tired leaves, haunted by the dust of my worn out sleeves. There's a faded porch where we used to sit, talking about life and the mysteries in it. Now there's just a creaking swing swaying alone, echoing the melody of your long gone tone. Oh, these empty beds, they linger like the rain, washing over old scars, the remains of the pain. Each setting sun, each whispered prayer, tells the tale of our love hanging threads in the air. Scarves you left hang by the door, tangled in the sorrow of the days of yore. The gravel road where we used to ride, not just a faded trail where my regrets reside. Every sunset bleeds like the heart I tore in the lonely cabin where you don't walk the floor. Wind chimes stir with a mournful sound in the empty spaces where you're not around. Oh, these empty beds, they linger like the rain, washing over old scars, the remains of the pain. Each setting sun, each whispered prayer, tells a tale of our love hanging threads in the air. I see your silhouette. The cowboy's heart ain't mastered letting go just yet. In every star that fades into the dawn lies a dream of us that's never truly gone. These empty beds, they linger, they're the ghost of your smile, a soul's quiet plea across the miles. With each parting sun and each tear that falls, your shadow dances slowly on these old cabin walls. Oh, these empty beds tell no lies under the vast, unending skies. Love's a trail, it's gone, but like the dust it lingers on. it lingers on.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel way, I found your scarf, a remnant of red against the gray. Whispers of you in the wind's gentle sway, echoes of laughter where our young hearts used to play. Fading light echoes on this lonely rugged trail, every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail. In the hush of the night, under stars I set my sail. We carved our names on the porch of that empty cabin, promises under the moon, but now all is worn thin. Years turn the wood to whispers of might have been, where once we danced, now only shadows spin. Fading light echoes on this lonely rugged trail, every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail. In the hush of the night, under stars I set my sail. On the saddle I roam, with dust my crown. The reins come gentle, like your hand once came down. Each drop a memory in the folds of this gown, a cowboy's heart in the echo forever bound. Fading light echoes, and I'm riding alone through whispering pines and over stones. Maybe this trail is all I'll ever own. Memories and echoes in the bones of my tone. Fading light echoes, love's last known home. Out where the river bends low beneath the willows, I found a scarf blue as the wide prairie sky. It fluttered like a lonesome dove's gentle echo, where once you whispered soft under sunset's loving sigh. The oak tree by the old porch still holds our names, carved deep in the bark beneath time's endless gaze. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. The cabin stands empty where
laughter used to dwell. Windows staring blank like eyes lost in sorrow's spell. Dust dances with the wind across the creaky wooden floors. Echoes of your footsteps I can't hear anymore. The gravel road that led to our sunlit promised land now winds away forgotten through the lonely desert sand. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. Underneath the vast expanse of stars, I lay me down. The prairie wind carries your voice, but it's just a lonesome sound. An echo in the canyon, a whisper in the dark. A cowboy's heart wanders forever, kindled by love's lost spark. So the saddle whispers your name one last time into the breeze, past the trails where love once roamed free, beneath the whispering trees. Maybe in another life, down another dusty way, we'll ride together once again where lost loves find the day. Till then, my love, the prairie moon watches as I roam alone, a wandering soul forever in search of a heart to call home.
I left that town before the dawn, with nothing left worth leaning on. No suitcase full of hope or shame, just a man too tired to keep his name. I passed the sign that said welcome home, but home ain't where the heart has gone. So I let my name blow with the leaves and found some peace in losing me. I don't go by that name no more, the one she used to whisper for. It don't belong in mouths that lie, or die in towns where dreams go dry. Call me wind or call me ghost, or just the man who drinks the most. But don't you speak what came before. I don't go by that name no more. They say a name holds who you are, but mine got left in an empty jar. I gave it all, I bled it true, but no one came when it was due. Now I live from camp to post, and let the silence be my host. No one asks and I don't tell why I flinch at certain smells. I don't go by that name no more. It ain't on signs or record doors. It ain't in songs or wedding cards, just buried deep in canyon yards. You wanna talk, then pour the rye, and maybe I'll recall July. But once it's gone, close that door. I don't go by that name no more. Names are for the ones who stay, but I become the miles I stray. Each town I pass I leave no stain, just stories told without a name. I don't go by that name no more. The wind might hum it lost and sore, but it don't fit this face I wear. Not since she looked and wasn't there. So call me rain or call me shore, but I don't go by that name no more.
Underneath the oak where we first said hello, I pitched a tent as the sun dipped low. Scarf she wove hanging on a broken fence, each thread a whisper, each color intense. The campfire's glow lit up her smile. In that quiet town we stayed a while, but the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds down old gravel roads. The cabin's empty where laughter once flowed. Her saddle's worn, rests silent by the door. No more rides by the creekside where we swore. Rain taps on the window like the beat of her heart, in a dance of shadows we're worlds apart. But the campfire watched me leave. Amber sparks against the cool night breeze, dust kicked up under my old boots weave, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watched me leave. Trails have faded where we used to roam, in the wild lands that we called our home. A single oak leaf carried by the wind, whispers of the past where love had been. So the campfire watched me leave, with heavy heart and soul that grieves. Under starlit skies my lone plea is for the fire to forget, like she forgot me, and every flame's a memory. Campfire watch me leave. Yes, that campfire watch me leave. Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten road, I found a scarlet scarf you left behind. Under the skies where our wild dreams once flowed, by a lonesome hill where our hearts were entwined. The old porch creaks, it sings a sad, sad tune of dusty boots and dances in the faint moonlight.
Every whispered breeze seems to mourn and croon about the day you vanished out of sight. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. Nothing's quite the same in the quiet rooms where laughter died away in the cooling heart. Only shadows dance in the thickening glooms where our loved ones bloom with gentle mirth. Gravel roads that led to our secret places now just wind through fields of withering wheat. Your empty saddle, those long-lost embraces turn memories bittersweet. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. By the rustling creek I hear your voice call soft and low, a haunting melody across the time-worn divide. In every setting sun your absence is the shadow, but it's in the quiet I find you never truly said goodbye. Lonesome Hill fell apart, here in my heart your memory rides like a ghost through the fog and the dew. As the sun dips down and the night starts, in every starlit silence I'm still loving you. So I saddle up, ride the echoes back to start, underneath lonesome hills, endless aching blue, where every whisper of the wind's a part of the love we knew, the life I miss, the you I knew.
Shadow of the oak, where wild rivers lead, lies a whispering hollow, where the canyon sleeps. Underneath that ancient sky, once her love did bloom, on a porch of creek and wood, bound by summer's loom. Oh, the canyon sleeps, but my heart's awake, haunted by the echoes of the promises we'd make. The wind, it carries your laughter through the sweeps. I'm a ghost in this solitude, where the canyon sleeps. Days turn to dust, like pages in the sun. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar, but you're long gone. The trail's overgrown, where we used to ride, now just gravel roads, an empty cabin side. Oh, the canyon sleeps when my soul just weeps, lost in the shadows of the love that couldn't keep. Rain washes the old porch, but its secrets it still keeps.
trails of yesterday where the canyon weeps.
Yes, the canyon sleeps, and in dreams I see your face. A love so wild and free, no time can erase. But I'll keep riding through this life that onwards creeps, forever bound to whisper back where the canyon sleeps.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers bend, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset's end. We danced 'neath starlit skies, so reckless and so young, where our whispers mingled with the songs that coyotes sung. Oh, my heart wore a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down on gravel roads where our dreams had been. Now every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been since my hat flew with the wind. Now the porch swing creaks alone, where your laughter filled the air. Those empty cabins moan with the ghost of every care. The saddle's worn and dry like the tears I've learned to hide on the trails we used to ride. Now I wander far and wide. Yes, my heart wore a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down on gravel roads where our dreams had been. Now every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been since my hat flew with the wind. Beneath the endless sky where the eagle used to soar, I've come to realize I can't hold you anymore. But in the whispering breeze, in the rustling of the leaves, your memory softly weaves through everything I grieve. Still my heart wears a brim like the hat that flew with the wind, chasing the dust down on gravel roads where our dreams had been. Every sunset bleeds just a shade of what it's been. Oh, how my hat flew with the wind. Guess I'll always be just as lost as that old hat in the wind.
Out by the old Duns River, where the oak trees guard the sky, there's a shack with broken windows where we watch the world go by. Your scarf still on the porch swing, dances with the whispering wind, each sway a ghostly echo of your laughter once penned. But the whiskey said nothing as I called out your name into the cold night air where only silence came. And these hills hold your shadow like the moon clings to the night. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but your memory holds tight. Remember how the dust rose underneath their dancing feet. Now the gravel road's deserted, just like the heart you chose to cheat. The rains came through in April, washed your footsteps from the lane, left me with these old echoes and a soul that won't stop the pain. Yes, the whiskey said nothing as it whispered soft and low to the emptiness beside me where your warmth used to glow. Now each sunset's just a picture where our past and sorrow blend. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but I'm still talking to the wind. So I'll saddle up come morning, leave behind this haunted room where every creaking floorboard sounds just like your leaving tune. Maybe out past Carson's Ridge or across the mesa's crown, I'll find peace in wandering where your ghost can't track me down. Still the whiskey says nothing as the stars watch me weep on a bed of cold regrets where your love's a dream I keep. And these trails may fade behind me, but my heart's bound to your spell. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but it keeps your secrets well. In the twilight's last gleaming, as I ride through lonesome lands, the whiskey says nothing, but I still see your hand.